I better hurry up. Okay, is this on? Microphone is moving. Email says I'm live. And quota warning. I have to fix my emails. Tetra says, Doc, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay. And Kevin Haynes says, you're on. Hey, Dr. Fox is back. Thank you, Frosty username. And I am indeed. And there's that yo again. Yo, yo. Hey, Piggy. Yo, Piggy. And speaking of Piggy and Poppet, I've got this weird feeling that I'm being watched, Piggy. I don't know if you can shed any light on it, but I've got this really weird feeling. So tell me what you know about this particular scenario here, and we will kind of see what's going on here. It's like somebody's keeping an eye on me. And I don't know what to do. It's freaky. It's scary. Oh, that eyeball is just following me right back and forth there. I don't know. Piggy, can you explain this? Oh, all in fun. Put meat out, LOL. Yeah, sure. We'll see what happens. Anyway, welcome everyone. Trying to get a little bit of fun in here at the start and keep people smiling, which is the best way to do things. And welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is the Volcano Eruption live stream. And I'm going to say welcome everyone, and welcome to my moderators. We've got Arizona Snowman and Piggy, and I do believe CND Boy is also here. I'm not sure if I've seen him sneak by or not, but Paulzilla isn't here right now, which is okay. We're good and dandy without that for right now, and although Paul is a very good guy and helps out a lot, but we can manage. We can manage. Do you what? 99 Nations video. Dr. Fox, do you use Planet Labs? No, I don't. I don't use Planet Labs. Sorry, don't know what that is. Anyway, Catherine says, good morning, Dr. Fox. I haven't watched you live for so long. Unfortunately, I have to work. Oh, darn. That work is always, why is life always get in the way of all the fun stuff? Okay, are you following Mount Taal? Yes. It's very high up there, but we do follow Mount Taal. And we will make sure we get over there and have a look at it. Anyway, before we get going too far, I already said hi to our wonderful moderators. Glad you guys are on board. I want to welcome every one of you guys. And of course, as we normally do, the first person in always gets our wonderful lava cookies. And I don't need to tell you who got in first today again. He's back at it again. And I know I kind of dropped the ball on the way I dropped the link, and I should have been more careful, but Lucas Snow gets the cookies again. Okay, Planet Labs is a real-time tracking data system with Google Earth, only real-time and with immersive tools stretching back 20 years. Okay, I'll have to take a look into that. Planet Labs. All right, sounds good. Thanks, 99 Nations, and welcome. And I'm going to start welcoming people as they sneak in here. And of course, we got Paul Williams is here. Amelia is back. We have Echo the Bot is back as well. Kevin Haynes, Frosty username, Paul Williams, 99 Nation Video, Sue Hayes, Catherine Fall, did I say Paul Williams? Dwight Hopia, I hope I pronounced that last name right, and welcome. And let's see, who else snuck in here? Linda is back. We got Paul already. James Bong, also in the channel. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more to see what other names we've got that I haven't called out yet. We got Echo the Bot, looking Sue Hayes. We got Juliet is in the house. Welcome. Henry Nelson also here. Good to see you, Henry. And we got Kevin Haynes already. We got Linda. Okay, going up a little bit more. Mona Alfano. Welcome back. Frank McLeod also here. Echo the Bot we got. And Robert Brigham. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And going up a little bit more, see who else snuck in. Before I got to doing all these wonderful things, we got Aurelio Perez, Colin Deadman, welcome you guys, Tom Dice also here, and going up a little more to see who might have gotten here that I didn't call out yet. I think Diane Craig, didn't call your name out yet. Welcome, Diane. And yeah, I read your little comment here. At the rate Dr. Fox starts so early, he ought to just change the start time. Yes and no. Just so you understand what happens when I set up the stream. From there, I'm working on setting up scenes, trying to make sure everything is working. So that time is actually consumed. So if I'm a half hour early, I'm doing it, that's what I'm actually working on, is getting the stream going. So just so you're aware of it. And otherwise, I mean, I could technically start earlier, but if I get a job, then we're going to have to move the change the time again, and that'll really start messing people up. So I like to try to keep things where they are for right now, and we'll see what happens in the future. But it is a good idea, and thanks for throwing that in there. Tetra also in the house. Juliet, I don't know if I called your name out, and I'm at the top of the list, so we're up there doing our thing, going back all the way to the bottom. See, Alan Coker just snuck in. OFU Lux is back in the house. Good to see you. Sophie, Joe Josephson, welcome back. And let's see who else snuck in here, just going up a little. Sarah Miles, waving hi everyone. Good to see you, Sarah. And let's see if I missed any others in between. And I think we're pretty good with the names. If I did not call your name out, don't panic, don't be mad. Just I will get to you eventually if I haven't seen your yet in here. So what? DJ snucks in. DJ just snucks in. Kate is here. Welcome, Kate. And DJ just snucks in right behind you. Welcome. And let's see. Snucks. Yeah, something like that. He sneaked it in. And all good. So, not a worry, not a worry. Yeah, where's Kim? He's probably still sulking since he got timed out for being bad. But he did only get timed out. He didn't get banned or anything like that, and he deserved that. Okay, anyway, he is welcome to come back at any point in time, so if he wants to pop in, he can. But yeah, no, I don't know if you weren't here and didn't see it, it's okay. He was being obnoxious, and he got timed out So, and that's all. And we don't mind, you know, that we have to kind of cool them down, but it is all good. Must have missed that one. Yeah, Linda, I think you might have. It was near the end of the show. It was a bad day, so, and he wouldn't stop, so he got timed. Snowman did it. Yeah, hey, and you know, I honestly, I have no problem with that. That was, it is part of the rules. You don't torment people in here. We are a fair, nice crowd, and myself is included in that crowd, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, he's not banned, so he can definitely come back in at any point in time. Snowman was brave, but we did warn. Yeah, yeah, he did get warned multiple times. So it is. I mean, like I said, he's not banned. He's welcome to come back. Anyway, let's not harp on that. Let's carry on with what's going on. And of course, by the looks of the screen there, you can probably tell that is Etna. And that's what it looked like majority of the day. And Etna did not produce very good picturesque scenes since it's hiding in the clouds. And speaking of other picturesque scenes, let us go over to Iceland real quick and see what their scenes look like. And there we see a bunch more snow. And we did mention that yesterday, that at the end of the stream, that it was snowing there, and you can see they did have a reasonable amount of snow, and definitely notice that it's covering up a little bit more. But I am sure that within a day or two, we will see all of that disappear once again. So that's what it is. Anyway, for those who aren't familiar with this, this is Ragnar in the back here, and that is the volcano that we love so much, and that isn't going anymore. And Bob is buried just right out in front here, just down from this white spot a little bit, somewhere around there. Of course, the valley here that all this lava is sitting in and pouring out of is Geldingadarler, and it pours down the hill down into Nothagi, and from the other side here, that's Upper Meradaljer, and that also was flowing down into Notkriki, or sorry, Nothagi, not Notkriki. Notkriki is on the other side. Notkriki is over there on this side. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Not a heck of a lot to report. The weather was horrible for the most part as we scroll through the day, and you can see that it wasn't very pleasant at all there. It wouldn't have been all that nice. There was a few times where it looked not bad, but not a very pleasant day. So, and nevertheless, we will carry on. Dr. Fox named the other. Yeah, I did. I didn't. What did I named it Nagy. She's got Gnarly and Nagy. Those are the two knees. So Gnarly is getting better and Nagy is getting worse. And hopefully Gnarly will get better fast enough. That way she can get Nagy done. Carolyn, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, did somebody else sneak in that I missed? I think we got most of you. And I just looking here, I don't see anybody else that I missed. We got Frosty, so that should be okay. And yeah, Anyway, this so-called snow that we've got here, of course, Paul Zilla was calling it talcum powder, and you pay attention to that, you will see some more of that in today's volcanoes. And we do have a couple other places where we have this whitish talcum powder, if you want to call it that. Anyway, let us carry on to our harmonic tremor chart. Now, they did try to fix it, or somebody did. It looks like they might have kicked it, and it started working for a little while. And unfortunately, it is not working. I'm going to refresh it right now just to confirm, because we were several hours behind. And if you count the little dots here, the squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are not even one away from there. So we're missing a bunch of data, and that is still broken. So unfortunately, it is what it is, and we're going to sneak, or is it sneaked? Sneaked down to Grindavik to see what it was doing. And here you can see this will probably be a very similar chart, only ours would be a little bit lower than that with this activity. So this one here, of course, kind of showing that it is on a way down. We did catch the other one kind of around here where the mouse is going up and down, and that was kind of showing it up fairly high, and that was to be expected with seeing where it is here, right? But we'll see what happens in the future, and hopefully they can give that thing a real good kick, or replace it, or do what they need to get us going again, so we can see what's actually happening there. Snucked. Yes, we snucked it. That's how it works. All right, and let us carry on, and we will go over to some earthquakes from Iceland. And these are, of course, earthquake 2 and earthquake 3 are the shortcuts that are in there for getting in for the earthquakes. Anyway, I did renew or refresh this one just a little while ago before the stream, but I'm actually going to do it again because things change so quickly. I don't want to miss anything, and we want to make sure we have all of them in there and not have some little earthquake sneaked in somewhere. Anyway, let's zoom in up in the northern end here, and we will see what's going on. We have a continuance of a little swarm. Here's a 2, and that happened today at 1:47 a.m. 4.4 kilometers down, and that's okay for that one. Then we have this guy here, 2:52 a.m. 3.9 kilometers down for this 1.1. The 1.6 is 256 a.m. 5 kilometers down, and 2.1 here, there's a couple of them, so 147, 6 kilometers down. Where is this guy? 145, 5.3 kilometers down for that 2.1. And then we got that little 1.2, 3.1 kilometers down. So they happen all around the same time, 251, 253, that kind of thing. So a little happening there, not sure what's up with that, but that's all okay. We're not going to worry about it. We do have a couple more out there. I don't think those are anything major. We're going to leave them alone. And we will sneaked it over here somewhere and see if we can find anything else. Of course, this right here is Ascha, and that is a volcano of interest. And then, of course, here beside Astja, we have some more activity. 12.4 kilometers down for this 1.9 that happened at 7:38 a.m. Today. So, and that's on this guy, Herdeberg, Bride. Okay, I'm not gonna try it. Never mind. Anyway, looking for more earthquakes. We don't see anything out here at Grimsvatn or Bardabunga, so a little quieter in those areas. Hekla is here. We don't see anything right in Hekla, but we do have a little one there, and then we have one out here at Katla, and then one at this location. So let's take a look at this 1.2, and it is 2.1 kilometers down. 16:04 is the time on that one, and that's a fairly mountainous area there with I guess in the valley is where it rumbled, so it could be flow plains, something sliding down the hill, if you will. And let's see what else we got. There was the one here, a 1.0, and this is just in the ice fields, 1.6 kilometers down, so it could very well still be in the ice, and that actually happened yesterday at 21:40. So that's all right, gives us the idea of what's going on there. We looked at this guy, go past Hekla. Hekla is here, and we want to go have a look at this a little guy here, and it is a 1.0 out in the middle of nowhere, and 8.2 kilometers down. Happened actually yesterday at 21:43. So that's when that was, and let us zoom back out and see if we have anything else happening. So of course this is our Reykjanes Peninsula, the capital city of Reykjavik, and then over here on this side you've got the international airport, Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbar, and what is it? Njardvik. I always have trouble with that. And then of course you got the army base and stuff like that there too. So that's what's there. And then if we scoot over here, this is where the Blue Lagoon is, and the power plant, and Grindavik. So those are the areas. We'll zoom back out. We got this 1.8 and a 1.9 offshore here. Not very far offshore. That one is 4 kilometers down at 4:55 a.m. and it was a 1.8, and the other one is out here somewhere. And let's see, Mr. Map, where'd you go? There it is, a 1.9, and 6.6 kilometers down. Happened at 1300 or 1 p.m. So that's pretty cool, and we can leave those alone. We didn't see too much else happening in the area. There was one more here that we wanted to look at, and that is out by Keilir. So that's possibly along our same fissure. And again, our volcano is here in this valley. In Geldingadarler is this guy here. So that's where the volcano is, and that fissure line kind of went this way. So that could all be part of that fissure. And let's see how deep it is and what it was doing. So 3.9 kilometers down. It is a 1.2, and it did happen at 1:04 this morning. So and it is right beside Keilir here. To the south, which is cool. So that is basically it for our earthquakes. And if we wanted to, if we zoom out a little bit here, there we go. looking at the other maps, I kind of wanted to confirm everything on the other map here, and things are pretty much straight forward as far as what we're seeing. So that's that new one there, and 1.2 right out by Kalir. And these are older ones, of course, from yesterday and day before, and they didn't show up on the other maps, so that's all fine. And not really showing anything weird or strange. What is this guy? A 1.8. We've seen that, so that's all good. I think we are good with our wonderful earthquakes in Iceland. Don't see it shaking off of its foundation, and I think we can sleep at night knowing it is doing what it is doing. So it's wonderful to have it there. All right, let's carry on to another volcano, and we shall actually go around and see what a bunch of them are doing. So, of course, we went over to Japan, and this is Aso-san, and please don't get that confused. That's A-S-O-S-A-N, Aso-san. Yeah, don't say that too fast. Hard time saying that word, Aso-san. Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with how you really pronounce that. But anyway, back to the volcano. It is lovely. It is doing its thing. It is off-gassing, as you can see. And that is wonderful to continue to watch, but it hasn't done anything the last little while, so not gonna get worried or panicky, and we will definitely keep an eye on it though. And here is Sakurajima, also in Japan, and my, that's a pretty picture. Very calm, clear skies. Looks pretty darn nice. No smoke coming from the crater, and that is pretty awesome. And the water even looks very still. So a nice calm day there, and looking pretty good. And let's see, what else was I going to do? I was going to hit the longer range on that. So that's, ooh, hey, the boat just came in, right? Can we see the boat? I need to put my mouse thingy on here. Mouse, show the mouse. You can see it. It's just getting in there. Right in there. Should have got there just a minute earlier. We would have seen better. Darn it. Okay. Well, anyway, the boat is there. Maybe we can get back and watch it leave. Anyhow, that's all good. It's a fine looking scene, and we don't mind that. And of course, while we're in Japan, we might as well look at Mount Fuji, and it is still there, still snow covered, still doing its thing. I'm surprised it doesn't have any clouds on it right now. It's a little hazy looking, but no clouds. But we do still see a lot of snow up there. All right, let us see what else we've got cooking here. And somebody was asking about Taal, and we are going to go take a look and see if we can find what Taal is doing today. And let us, oh, I just wanted to double check if we have both sides or just one side today. Well, only the one side. So Taal volcano in the Philippines is right there, and it is definitely steaming like crazy. It was doing that yesterday as well, and it is continuing to steam off a lot of that liquid that is within that lake. For those who don't know, Taal is located in the Philippines. And this is actually a crater of a volcano within a lake. And the lake is actually the crater of the volcano. So it's kind of a volcano within a volcano. And it is pretty cool. I don't eat baklava, too sweet for me. It gets stuck in your teeth. It's tasty, but it is sweet. Very, very sweet. All right. That is our Taal. So we do see that it is producing quite a bit of off-gassing, and we like it. All right. Where else can we go here? We don't want to go to Hawaii yet. We cannot go to Yellowstone. Yellowstone doesn't have their cameras working anymore. I wanted to take a quick look and see if we can see Semeru. I know it was cloudier earlier, and yeah, it is still very cloudy. You don't see anything. Very foggy and cloudy there. So that one is no good. And we will pop over to our next one, and that is Merapi. And why does that look so fuzzy? The quality changed on me again, all by itself. There we go, that's a little better. Anyway, Merapi in the clouds right now, but we will go over what Merapi was doing during the night. And it did have a bunch more of those wonderful eruptions, so we can check some of those in a little while. In the meantime, we want to check out our other volcanoes. So yeah, we got a problem with Popocatepetl. You know, when we get the gray screen, they always do that to us. It's a gray screen. And Fuego is kind of coming out of the clouds. I guess that's better than kind of coming out of the closet, but it's out of the clouds for right now. I'm not sure which way that stuff is actually moving. It looks like it is heading away from the volcano to our left side of the screen, which probably would be nice, and clear things up so we can watch the eruptions later. That would be really, really cool. All right, classic day Iceland screen that, what? Okay, yeah, it's gray. And you know, that's normal for Iceland though. That's pretty casual. Twig, Dr. Fox, I heard volcano in Mexico, smoke is making all the what? All the way to Florida. It was. It's no longer. We seen it the other day, where we noticed the SO2 gas all the way across the Gulf and made it all the way across to Florida, but it is not doing that anymore, or a very minimal amount. So nothing overly major to worry about there. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to show you though, and of course Aurelio tried to send me a couple different versions of this, of what was happening in Spain. And of course in Spain, it being located fairly close to Africa, just across the pond of it, they ended up getting a bunch of what they call that Kalima winds. So they ended up getting a whole bunch of nasty, well, I guess we call it dust storms or something like that. And we're going to see if we can show you a little bit of that. I have to figure out how to clear my whiteboard here. There we go. All right, that's cleared. And then we will show you what the dust looked like there. So I have a little sniblet here, and if you note that the color is really orangey looking, that's because of that's what the video looks like. So this is what it is. I had to invert it or flip it, so it's actually backwards. I mean, the picture is still good quality, and you can see the color of the screen or of the clouds and stuff. So that's pretty awesome to see, and that is a unique color. So if your sky looks like that, you know you're gonna have a bad day. Yeah, dust storm. What do they call it? The Kalima winds. So this can also happen. So this can happen very easily in Spain and Portugal, but it can also happen in places like the Canary Islands, as an example. So yeah, and that's exactly Mars sky. Sarah, you got the right name for it. That's what it looks like, Mars. So thank you, Aurelio, for sending that material in, and did kind of wanted to see that, and thanks for sharing. So pretty awesome. And let's see, what time is it? 26 minutes. We are just about at break time. I think after break time we will end up going over to our wonderful other Hawaiian volcano. But before we get there, we did look at what Sicily looked like. Let's have a quick look and see if we can see Stromboli as soon as I can get things lined up for that. And probably have to refresh that page. Yeah, of course. And Stromboli has been going pretty steady, and it's not bad in that sense, but there is Stromboli, and we have a little bit clearer skies at Stromboli, which is really, really nice, considering Etna is so clouded in. So I think we can probably leave it here and show you what it looks like. And we do have moonlight lighting it up, and that is certainly helping us a whole bunch being able to view this right now. So Leo Carlson, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see, did anybody else sneak in? No, we just got Leo. Leo snuck it in. Yeah, thanks, Echo. And we're trying to keep, you know, the view within reason here without getting snagged. And by the way, the other feed of Isla Morts is still not working. So it is Iboto. Welcome, Iboto. And did you sneak it in too? Frank McLeod sneaked it. All right. Snagged. Not sure how to actually. Yeah, you snuck in. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on here for my break time and stuff like that. And like I said, we will go over and look at Hawaii, and maybe we'll try to figure out where the missing lava has gone. If Dr. Fox checks the weather map later on, we can ask if he can search for the sand on satellite. Okay, well, we can definitely do that, Juliet. Actually, we might be able to look at that beforehand, before getting all the way to the end of the show. But anyway, Stromboli's throwing out some more goodies, and I'm going to go take a break in a second or two. So for all those good people who have come into the stream, if you are enjoying it, please do hit that like button. It really does help us out with the YouTube analytics. Of course, our target for today is 150. I'd like 200, but target 150 for our likes would be really super and awesome if you guys can help out with that. Also, if you are new and have not yet subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. and make sure you hit the bell notification while you're there. That way you will be notified about the next wonderful stream coming up, which was daily stream. That'll be tomorrow. So on that note, I am going to leave it there. I'm going to go take a break. I've got a couple of emails I got to read, and hopefully I won't get bombarded with anything else. And I will be back in 5 minutes, and then we will try to have a look at Hawaii next. All right? Don't go away. I'll be back. Alrighty, I've got the microphone back on. Somebody's being funny. Neighbor. Okay, I'm looking at the bad horse jokes. It's alright. And wonderful. Okay, so I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And Diane, no, it's not frozen. It's just, it's not doing a heck of a lot right now. Everything it's doing is kind of repetitive. It is blowing out a little bit of that material off in the opposite direction, so we don't see a lot of movement, unfortunately. I'd love to see some big high plumes come out of there and really light up the sky, though. Would be awesome. Anyway, I did mention really quickly here that we would go to Hawaii, but I'm going to go do the thing here to explain why the Kalima Sands did actually get into Spain, and it's pretty simple. They actually had kind of a really bad storm beforehand, and then the way the direction, oh, hey, good thing I didn't leave yet. There's a big sploosh out of our wonderful volcano just in time, and I hope that helped, Diane. Okay, so let's pop over to the map. It will pass probably only thing. Okay. Anyway, looking at this, I backed this up to yesterday at around midnight their time, and you can see the swirling action here around the storm. And of course this whole storm moved up and through Spain. So what it was doing, though, if we look at this movement here, this air was being drawn up, and we can better see that if we turn it, put it on temperature, and then if we let it go ahead and play forward on that, you'll see how it gets hotter here and how that air basically is flowing over the end of the Mediterranean and getting pulled in. So all this stuff here is full of dust, and it is all entering into the wonderful areas of Spain. So as it continues on, and that's on the 14th, let's see if we can continue, see what it looks like. That's a little further down the road. Okay, and if we hit play again, will it keep going? Yeah, it's going to go. And you can see how that storm continued here and continued to draw that air from Africa up into Spain and do its thing. So that's kind of where it's at, and where they were getting it from. And hopefully that kind of makes a little bit sense. Try satellite, you'll see the dust. Okay, let's pause that, and then we will go over to the satellite setting, and there you can see actually the plumes of dust there. I can actually back that up a little bit to about here, and then we can see how the clouds started to penetrate into there. So that's kind of what it looked like, and then we move it forward and go, pause, no, we want to go forward. There we go, come on, play. All right, it's playing now, moving the pictures forward. So a little harder to see when it goes in slower increments, but you can still see how that moved up and continue to flow. There you go. That's a little bit better, showing the cloud pattern anyway. Yeah, no, we wanted to use this one. It does show it fairly well. So yeah, that's basically the dust heading into Spain. So the southern regions of Spain really got nailed bad with dust, and it will be like that. Yesterday in Tenerife, some roads in the resorts were shut after palm trees were blowing blown down. Okay, Colin, and yet the tide roads were closed because of ice and snow. Wow, that is pretty weird. Okay, but anyway, this is showing what's happening with it. So there's a whole bunch more yet to come from the looks of things, and it's not over for the people of Spain. So hopefully they will heed that and continue on with life and make sure things are happening. All right, I'm gonna put it over onto Hawaii, and let's see, where am I at with my Hawaii stuff? We want to put it on event, and then I will put it over there. And yeah, there's the Volcano Eruption live stream logo. We can get rid of that, and we can actually get rid of that. Zoom it out just a tiny bit. While that is doing that, I am just going to reset my weather map so we can have that for later, so it's not on the wrong time. There we go. I got that reset. So that worked. All right, Hawaii, and we're missing lava. You see any lava there? Somebody took our lava away. And let's see if that picture was from 9:41 a.m. Let's see if there was any lava since then. Ooh, I don't think we're going to see it through that. Let us look at this one. This is also from 9:41 this morning, Hawaii time. So if we hit that, and ooh, bad weather. So Hawaii's got some bad weather, and that's not looking very happy. And let's look at the other view, and you see in this particular view, you see that hole right there? That's kind of neat to see. That's the pore hole for that little toe, if you will. And you can see how low that lava level is in here, and it looks like it sunk down lower here than it did on this end. It used to all be about the same depth in here, and it seems that it's lower on the end that's very near to where the vent actually is located. So that is just a neat little observation I thought I'd throw in. CVET69, welcome. I didn't see you earlier there, just figured I'd say hi to you. Yeah, the lava is gone. We've got lava thieving going on again, and we're going to refresh that one. Ooh, hey, there's a little bit of lava, and we do see some in there, so I wonder if it is actually starting to refill. And okay, we voted to end daylight savings times several years ago in California, but nothing was done. Why is it that they never do anything? Why have a vote if you're not going to work it, right? Looks like a Dr. Fox? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, that is the latest, greatest there. Let's take a look at the thermal shot. This was from a little bit earlier. Again, 9:28 a.m. is the time on this one. If we go up, you can see that there. And then we hit the refresh, and we are able to look through the hazy fog, and we can see that it is indeed getting new fresh lava into the crater. And of course 13:42 is the time on that particular picture. So that looks pretty awesome, and I'm glad that we're seeing more lava flowing in there, so that is cool. And since we like to do the lava fixes, I do have another one of these videos from USGS queued up, and we will throw that on there. And this is one that's very similar to one we seen the other day, and that actually looks pretty awesome. I like seeing that just gushing out of there. That's just incredible. You know, that's actually within the crater. That was from the 20th of, was it 21 or 20? It was. It is, yeah. It's really, really, really gushing in there, and that is absolutely awesome. Hey, OneFish26 in the channel. Good to see you. Backers, yep. And yeah, this is definitely extra bacon added on here, and that is a lot of lava flow, you guys. I wonder if they calculated out how quick that was coming out of there at the time. And you know, that looks like at least 10 cubic meters per second. So that one's on the from 2020, and that's pretty cool. The next one here, I think we can watch it too. It should be all right. And this one was February 11th of the 2021 for this one, and that's what they were kind of watching. So a little bit more lava flow, and the ooey gooey is coming out. Tremendous applause for the lava. Yes, Sharon Stewart. I'm trying to make everyone get their lava fix. So, you have, okay, you will have to get some, yes. Colin, I do agree. I was looking for it today, actually, and I'm going to have to see what I can do. So, anyway, I'm going to pause that there. That is good for our Hawaii stint for today. And we liked it, and we will go back around and see, Fuego back in the clouds, and Popocatepetl back in the clouds, but you can see on Popocatepetl, if you happen to be looking, and well, you can't see it anymore, but let's see, if we back up a little bit in time, can we see a little bit? No. Right there, you can see that that it's snow all over the mountain. Okay, so they got a whole bunch of snow on Popocatepetl, and that's why it's so gray. And that's not talcum powder, by the way. That's snow. Snow! 4-letter word, don't say it. And we like it though. Wow, I don't like snow, but we like knowing that that's what that is. Anyway, we'll put that back to live. Hopefully it will clear in the near future. And let's see if I can find us something to look at in the meantime here. All right, we will venture over to Merapi. Get bits on his what? Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have hiney problems. Thank you, but no hiney problems, Piggy. And anyway, that is Merapi. As you can see, it was smoking fairly well up top there. I want to get my mouse going here on it. Why is that not working? Oh, I guess I have to go down and find it. Oh, that's not the one. It's this one. There we go. No, screen. Show the mouse. There we go. Now I got a mouse showing. That's what I was trying to do. And of course, that looks pretty awesome. But let's go back in time. We can go all the way back here. We're going to go back about 11.5 hours or so ago and take a look, and we'll work our way through it fairly quickly. And yeah, that was just while they were moving the camera a little bit there. You did see a fair amount of lighting up in that area. This is at 1843 their time, so 6:30, just about 7 p.m. And that's what it looked like. And you can see definitely some extra lava coming out of there as well as it lights up. So pretty awesome to see what it was doing back then. and we will kind of follow through on it. I just want to let this go here and see how far that lava actually did make it down the flow on the side of the hill. The doctor in the TARDIS. Oh, I wish I was in a TARDIS. I could go back in time or forwards. Has a lava cave glow. Pretty awesome Merapi. Yep, it is. And you know, watching it just light up the clouds and stuff, that's pretty weird. I like it. Dodger's in the house. Welcome, Dodger, as well as Oh Mummy of Hamsters. Welcome. Trev T also here, and good to see you. And let's see, did I miss anybody else sneaking in? If you snuck it in, I'll find you. CodyZilla 911. Welcome. Is it Cody Cotty? But welcome anyway. All right. So that was pretty awesome of Merapi to do that, and then of course I think we had a little bit more happening in between there. It did do a little bit more of a shot down the hill here, so I'm going to leave it on for a minute or two, and it's kind of neat to see Merapi doing what it is doing, but not sure if it really ever wants to stop doing that. It's needs to really blow off the top of that mountain. Now, I want to see big lava flows is what I want. You know, I want to see them coming down the hill and not hitting anybody though. That's the problem. And that's one of the things in that area. There is a fairly large amount of population, and that makes it difficult. Very, very difficult for, you know, whenever you have a volcano there and people. Mother Nature doesn't care about people. Mother Nature cares about getting her lava out onto the ground and letting it flow wherever it feels comfortable. So, all right, we can move ahead a little bit here and see what else we had. So yeah, this one I think was about here. That it was another pretty good shot, and you can see that wonderful lava meandering down the hill, and that looked pretty awesome. I like the infrared shot on the bottom left camera. Every time that stuff goes over a bump or something and it really lights up, it's pretty cool. Actually, it's really, really hot, that's why it lights up, but it's cool nonetheless, and it continues to do its thing. Pretty awesome. And just keeping an eye on the time, and how did that happen? My clock slowed down by 2 minutes all by itself just now. That is awesome. I don't have to change it anymore. Anyway, we'll move ahead a little bit more and see if we can find a couple more nice spots here. Right around here, I think there was another one as it started to flow down the hill, and we did see it light up fairly well, but that top camera got out of focus a little bit, unfortunately, and not the best view. So, but we can still see that lava coming down that hill, which is still pretty darn good. What the hell happened to my swamp? What swamp? You had a swamp? We dried it out. I thought you wanted bedding plants to go in there, DJ. And let's see, who else? Grandma B. I got Grandma B earlier. I'm just looking at names here, going through the chat, so hopefully I didn't miss anybody. All right. Anyway, we see that it is rolling down the hill. I hope they do get that camera focused on the next ones. But that still looked pretty awesome to see. And if we move ahead, ooh, that is lighting up pretty good there. I just want to see if we move ahead a little bit more where we see the next one. Okay, and the next eruption was not very far behind. And we'll move it ahead and hope the camera refocuses itself. Let's see if we speed it up a little bit here. And I think we may have lost the camera, but that's okay. That other camera wasn't doing us a lot of good anyway. And there you can see a lot more of that wonderful bacon coming out and going down that hill. Awesome. So cool to see. And let's see, Devil Artemis versus Shrek. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, DJ. But anyway, beautiful to see that. And we are getting very, very close to a break time though, so I am going to get off of here, and then after my break we will have a look at our wonderful bacon seeds and good things like that. So for right now, for those people who have joined us, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're trying to push it up to at least 150 today. Great host. Well, thank you, Kevin Haynes, for that wonderful super chat. And I'm going to put that down here, Kevin Haynes. He's there we go. And $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Kevin, for that awesome support. Every little bit helps, so thank you kindly. And I'm going to oh, what was I doing? Okay, so yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, do that. If you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing if you want to see more of these wonderful streams. And if you do want to become a member, like you see the green names in the chat there, it is those wonderful people are supporting the stream. It's $2.99 a month if you wish to do that, and you're welcome to, but you don't have to. You still become part of the Lava family if you hang out here, and we are all good. So Piggy did bring up that link if you need to click on it that way, or if you're using a computer, you should be able to see right next to your subscribe button should be a join button, and that will accomplish the same thing. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am going to go take a break for 5 minutes. Then we will be back with bacon seeds. Maria says, I was gone. Did you see any sandstorms on satellite? Yes, we did. Maria, oh my God, you missed it, Maria. You shouldn't have left. Oh, wow. Sharon Stewart. That's awesome, Sharon. Thank you kindly for that support. Do appreciate that. Wow. Sharon Stewart. I gotta get it written down. And that is awesome. And really do appreciate that support. Wonderful of you to do that. And of course, that message said, I second that, Kevin. Great host. So thank you kindly, and let me go get that break. I will be back in 5 minutes with some bacon seeds. If you happen to see the screen moving or doing things, I will try to find our next good flow of lava in the meantime on Merapi. So don't go away. I'll be back. Keep smiling, play nice. Don't touch the lava, it hurts. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on, and welcome everyone. Glad you guys stuck around. I see our likes went up a little bit, not high enough though. Hoping for 150, but we'll see if we can get some more later. Anyway, as you can see on the screen, that is from Merapi, and it was at about 21:34 their time. And it looked pretty awesome, you guys. And they had a few more like that where it threw out quite a bit of lava, but I think what we will do is we will take a look at some of those other ones afterwards and see if we can find them. There was a couple in there that were fairly unique. Actually, we're going to look at this one before we go over to the bacon seeds. This one is kind of unique, and I wanted to actually end with it there before we get into the bacon seeds. So it was flow down the other side a little bit, so I think there it comes. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll let it go from there and just show you this one, and then we will get into our bacon seeds. Hey, it's Dave Ross. The Emma, the Super Kitty, Dave, Claire's, or something or other. And anyway, there's that lava ball just flying down the side of the hill. And that looked pretty neat. And it did break up on the way down and turn into a real mush of a mess. But that looks pretty cool. And we can see that wonderful lava just a-flowing. So anyway, yeah, so a little bit of bacon doesn't hurt, you guys, so that is awesome. And yeah, boom, and let us get at our wonderful bacon seeds, you guys. It is time, so let us go there. And all right, quick guesses at how many piggies are in the picture. And this is what's coming up. Bacon seeds. It looks like slag. It is slag in a way. But how many bacon seeds do you see in here? This is the big question. And I already know the answer because I studied the picture. But, oh, come on. You guys are way off. No, there's 8. Grandma B is the first one to get it. Way to go, Grandma B. 8. Yes, 8 little piggies, and we love it. They are wonderful looking little fellers, and it is nice to have them there. So, all right, let's see if we can find our next batch of bacon seeds. And here's another little 6-pack or 8-pack, or no, what is it? 6-pack. This is a 6-pack in a bag, ready to go for you. So you can take your bacon seeds home in 6-packs nowadays. They come in cushion pack, so it's all no, there's only 6 in there. It's a 7-pack. It's a 6-pack. It's a 6-pack, definitely. DoorDash, yep. Actually, 8, okay, 9, 8 in the picture plus Piggy. Okay, come on now. Let's not push it too far. Let's get to our next wonderful bacon seed and see what we got here. And look at this little hungry fella. He wants to become a big bacon seed. And yeah, he's a uber kitty or uber piggy. Pretty cool. Silversmith, welcome. Were you showing Merapi video from hours ago? Yes, that was from earlier. That was at 2028 their time. That's what we were showing. And I'm not sure what it's doing right now, but we'll take a look and get up to speed on it pretty soon. Here's some more bacon seeds. And, oh, hang on, I need that one off. That's right. and wonderful little fellas enjoying some flowery kerfuffles out there in the in nature, I guess. So pretty decent. And let's get to our next ones. And these guys are out sniffing flowers. Isn't that pretty? Nice little bacon seeds doing their thing. So, and you know, when you had a hard day doing all your flower sniffing and all that stuff, it just takes everything out of you, and you end up being just zonked out at the end of the day. That's it. You gotta take a breather. So, yep, look sleepy. Yeah, that one is sleepy. So, Dennis Ray, I'm at work watching as I can. Okay, Dennis Ray, welcome and thank you. And pretty cool. So, yep, zonked right out. No more energy left. Needs more piggy fuel. Needs more bacon seed fuel. Anyway, on that note, let us go back over to Merapi, and that's what we were showing just before this. Actually, before we go over to Merapi, what is this? I have to take a look at this and see if it'll turn on for me here. And oh, I think that was our satellite, or not satellite, but that's the what the color of the sky is or was in Spain. And yeah, we can maybe touch on that again real quick here, just to give you a little bit of an idea for those who missed what was going on there. You take a look at the color of the sky, and that is the Kalima sands coming in from Africa into Spain. So that's definitely what was happening there, and that is a pretty bad color if you're looking at it. And if we get back to our weather map, and we can still see it on the satellite depiction on the weather map. And let's see if we go over to that one and go onto a satellite, and that will show you right here how that material is curling around and is being forced up and across the pond and over into Spain. So they are seeing a lot of that material there. So that's what they're seeing, and there's a lot of that sand moving in those clouds, and you've got a ridge line here that's probably helping really push it over. So almost looks like there's something central here, but we know they had pretty bad precipitation. There's some more storming weather there, so they may even get mud rain coming down. So that's possible too, with some of this stuff mixing together, and hopefully it won't be too bad for them. Anyway, I did want to go back over and look at Merapi a little bit more, and let's see, did I move the time on it, or did it move itself? No, I'm going to move the time on it. So if we move it ahead a little bit, we should be seeing another one there. Actually, it did get cloudy for quite a bit of time in between there, but there were a couple of decent eruptions. It's just very hard to get them in between the clouds. Like this particular one, you could see wasn't bad, and this was at 2309 their time, and that is on the 15th. They're on their 16th now, so about 5 or 6 or 7 hours ago, something like that. And or 8 hours ago even, if we do that. So that's kind of where they're at, and we're seeing that lovely lava flowing down the side of the hill there. So while that's happening, I'm just going to see if I can spot another outburst here. There's another one a little ways down, probably a little more exciting. And let's see if that throws out a little bit more. And we'll advance it just a bit to see if we can get right on it. There we go. And let's see if that does a little more. And again, we can see it on the top left camera and the bottom right camera. You can see the actual lava flow. And of course the other ones are infrared, so they're just going to show it as a very, very bright spot. That's where that is at. And that's what it's doing. So pretty cool. Great film. I love Frosty and what? And the Nightbot laughing. Nice. Okay. Well, Nightbot is funny. But anyway, we'll leave Nightbot alone. I spend a lot of time programming that silly thing. And hopefully it was worth my while. And I'm just trying to get, there's a larger one here I wanted to get to, but it was in the clouds. This one was about 7 hours ago, or 7.5 hours ago. 7 hours and 37 minutes. But we had that cloud right in the way, which really didn't help us any. But you seen that lava was coming down a lot further than it typically did. Wow. For one turbine. Oh my God. Irish Monk, thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. Irish Monk. And throws in a €8 super chat. And €8 is what he gets for one of his wind turbines on his land. So that's per annum, I guess. Thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat and the support, Irish Monk. Do appreciate that. All right. Anyway, yeah, that was a pretty good one there, and I wanted to move up ahead a little bit more when it had cleared a little bit more, I think, in the wee hours of the morning, and we could see a little bit better. But let's see, right around here, I don't know if this is that good. 2 a.m. No, that wasn't that good of one. I'm moving up a little bit more, just trying to see what we got cooking here. This one here. So right about there, we've seen a little bit more rolling down the hill. Clouds a little bit more dissipated, and that is at 2:40 a.m. their time. So pretty awesome, and I like seeing the extra lava and the tumblers going down the hill. And that is a very, very steep slope, so things can really pick up speed there. And I wouldn't want to be down there trying to catch any of those rocks as they're coming down. They're moving a little bit too quickly and too hot, if you ask me. And let's see if we can find, yeah, there's another one just right around here, I think, or very close to it. Let's advance. There we go. Advanced it just the right amount. All right. And that one you can see again, bottom right hand camera actually showing the lava a little bit there, but top left you can't see it. It's hiding behind the clouds. Same thing with the bottom left. So not too much. We have to wait till it actually rolls out from underneath there, and I think it is doing that. So you can see it on 3 of the cameras there where it's rolling out. Pretty cool, and we do like it. So that is what Merapi is doing, and it has been doing during the course of the night, their night, and it is wonderful to see. So pretty awesome in that sense. Let's move it ahead a little bit more, see if we had another couple of good ones. Yeah, we did have actually there was, I think, right from here, I'm going to leave it on this for right now. Right from here on, it did a little bit more erupting I think maybe we'll see if we can advance it just a little, by a few seconds, not too much, because it did erupt multiple times, all on its own, and I thought that was pretty neat to see. Let's see, move it ahead a bit more. I want to get to the bigger one where it really started pushing it out. Oh, sure. I think that might be on it right about there. Yeah, that was... Okay, I'm going to back that up 5 seconds or 10 seconds. And we had a lightning flash in there. And then there it is. And then of course, the eruption or lava flow was pretty awesome. So, looked good. Welcome to Cananaskis country. Good to see you. And yeah, so awesome flow down the hills there. We can see some of it on the bottom right hand camera. Now you can see it on the top left one, and that flow continued out a little bit more. A little bit bigger burp than the last ones, so you can kind of sort of see the top left camera. It's got multiple paths there, so pretty awesome to kind of witness that. Thought it was neat. All right, do we want to sit there and wait for it, or do we want to see if we can find more? I'll see if we can find more. And it did keep going, you know, doing its little eruptions time after time, so I'm just trying to find some bigger ones, like right about here. And this would be another scenario where it started pushing out a whole bunch. Maybe go about 10 seconds at a time here. There we go. And yeah, that's about where it started. So yeah, we'll let that do its thing. What? Okay. Shooting flamingos' legs off. DJ, don't be getting too crude in here. We don't like that. Okay. Anyway, I am going to leave it on here. This is set at almost 4 a.m. Indonesian time is when this was happening. It is very close to break time, so I am going to get ready for a break. Thank you everyone for being here, and don't go away. We got another half hour to go in the stream. For those wonderful people who have not yet hit that like button, please, if you can help us out. We're trying to shoot for 150 likes today. And if you haven't hit that button yet, really, it does help us out with the YouTube analytics. It would be awesome to see. Also, if you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. We have a wonderful show, and of course, a very, very wonderful group of people that are part of our lavaliers and lava family, really. And this is a great place where we all like to get together, and it's pretty clean and doing its happy thing. So on that note, I think we're pretty close to that break, and I am going to leave this on the screen until I get back. And keep smiling. Don't go anywhere. Don't play with any hot lava. You'll burn yourselves. Tetra renewed the thing there. Okay, Tetra renewed membership. Thank you for that support, Tetra. Do appreciate it, and thank you for saying you're awesome, Doc. And that's an awesome reply there. So glad to see that. All right, on that friendly note, I am going to go take a 5-minute break. After that, I will come back and we will go over worldwide earthquakes and a few other things, and just go around in general and see what's happening. And maybe we'll even throw the satellite view of the Kalima dust going into back into Spain, and we'll see that again. So, all right, I'm gonna go take that break. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit your neighbor. No, don't hit your neighbor, and don't hit your loved ones. Really, that's not ever good. And anyway, on those notes, keep smiling. I will be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, easy on tipping those chairs over, you guys. That's gonna hurt. And I don't think the insurance is up to date for that. I recall seeing a clause in there for musical chairs. Anyway, welcome back. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching the Volcano Eruption live stream, and we are on our last portion, or last half hour of the show. And glad you guys are still hanging in there, and love what we're seeing on the screen. Of course, Merapi continuing to throw its material out, and we did kind of push it there. It is a 4:46 a.m. that we were looking at, and then it got really cloudy, and we didn't see a heck of a lot after that. So that's kind of what it ended up looking like, very gray, and it was not very good after that. So that's kind of where it is at, and if we put that back to live, that's what our current state is, and that is what it looks like right now. So there you go. That is what Merapi is doing for today. I don't think we even went and looked at our other one, Semeru, but it is there. We'll get it going, and we'll have a quick peek. I think it's not doing so well. Oh, it's starting to get better. Oh, they changed that bottom picture again on me. Looks like they did some road work there. Somebody cleaned up that ramp a little bit. Pretty cool. But yeah, you can see Semeru, and big and tall. The clouds have dropped below it, which is all cool. So pretty interesting, pretty neat. I know Popocatepetl and Fuego are still in the clouds. There's not a heck of a lot to look at in Alaska right now, unfortunately. And let's see what our wonderful other guy is doing, and that would be Stromboli, since he is one of the only other ones that we can actually see right now. So that's erupting, that is. We can see a few other ones, but they're not doing a darn thing. And when we don't see lava flow, it is not so much fun. But anyway, that is Stromboli doing its thing, and it continues. Film Tress Mew, greetings Dr. Fox. Wow, did you see those tumbling lava boulders? Absolutely. And if you get yourself a really big baseball mitt, you can catch them. Just be careful, some of them are way too big, and they'll take your hand right off. But you gotta catch the little ones, the ones baseball size. And hopefully they won't hurt too much. And yeah, I'd be out of there real quick if those things were coming down. Taal was steaming like crazy earlier. Yes, and Taal is still steaming like crazy. And we will take a look at Taal for a second, just so you can see. It is continuing to steam, and there you go. And that is a Taal. And doing its thing. So yeah, a lot of steam coming out of there, and that is okie dokie. Let us go over and take a look at our wonderful worldwide volcano map, and I think we got that going. And click the wrong button here, click on there. All right, there's our volcano map. Got to get to it on here. I did update it, but we'll do it again just to make sure we are as up to date as possible. And let's have a quick look around the world. And of course, we'll start on the right side here. Astja and Ragnar still considered unrest, is what they're saying for the yellow ones. There's La Palma, Cumbre Vieja. We notice down here we do have some more quakes that happened. Hour 20 minutes ago, a 5.3 down in Sandwich Island. And they've got a bunch of little aftershocks. I'm not going to go through all of those. Of course, our ring of fire with all our volcanoes here showing not too bad. This is in Mexico. Now, somebody was mentioning that we had some of the smoke and stuff was coming all the way over into Florida, and yes, that was a couple of days ago. But it is doing a lot better now. So we'll take a look at that on the SO2 map in a little while. Anyway, that's Popocatepetl, Fuego there, which is in the clouds. And they had a bunch of other tremors here. These are all in the 4 range, so I'm not going to worry about those too much. Another one there, 4.1, and they're pretty good there. So all good. Who's heading? Piggy's heading to the Lurkers Lounge. Night night, Piggy. Rest well. Be good, hun. You get some sleep. Gonna try to stay awake for the rest of the stream, but no promises. Okay, Piggy. Listen to my voice, Piggy. Your eyes are really, really getting heavy. You want to close your eyes. They are getting too heavy. Your eyes are starting to close. You're going to let your eyes close. You don't need to listen. You don't need to look at the screen. Just close your eyes, and soon you will be asleep. And Poppets better not bug you while you're doing that. All right, anyway, we'll carry on. So yeah, our wonderful volcanoes all along the coast there. We see what's going on. Our Caribbean ones are all in a state of unrest, so they're quiet. They've turned, well, we've got orange on Nevado del Ruz here in Colombia. A wolf volcano out on the Galapagos Islands, still fairly quiet. Even though it is in an eruptive state. You got Sangay here, as well as Reventador volcano, and those are active and not doing too much. Hawaii, of course, Kilauea and Mauna Loa, and we know what their status is, so we're all good there. 41 minutes ago, you had this earthquake down on the Kermadec Ridge or thereabouts, and it was a 5.7. And then you had a 15 minutes ago, you had that 4.6. 20 minutes ago, 4.9. So those are probably aftershocks to this guy. And anyway, Hunga Tonga and Tafua right there. And White Isle volcano right here, White Island volcano, I guess. Also Yasur, our volcano that's been going the longest on this planet as far as continuous eruptions, 870 years, and it's still going. It's like the ever ready bunny, going and going and going. Anyway, jumping up top here real quick to Alaska Aleutian Islands, and we still see Pavlov, Great Sitkins, and Semi in their active states, but on simmer. I notice we have a change here, and we are missing one down here. So we are now... all 3 are now active. Before we had this middle guy was only yellow, so it must be erupting now. So we have 3 active volcanoes on the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia. So that is news. Didn't notice that earlier or till just now. They had another earthquake here, Japan 4.3, nothing too major. Ontake Sen still in basically quiet mode or unrest as they call it. Aso-san, same thing, and Sakurajima they're saying is active, even though we don't see it throwing anything out. We did see glow once in a while, but we haven't seen anything else. This other one in here, I'm not going to go for that name, but it is still in an unrest state, and Suwanos Jima is still considered active. Now we'll zoom in a little bit into this other area here. We do see right around, this is where Taal is, and that is, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here so we can get those other quakes split up. So there you can see Taal with Taal is right there in the lake. So this is the crater of a lake or caldera, and it's got a little cone inside which has another lake in it. So that's Taal, and that's where it's located, very close to some big settlements. There's lots of people in those areas. Anyway, we have a swarm out here that's a little bit older already. Some of the ones are newer. 24 minutes ago for that 5.2, but this one here doesn't have a time on it. This one was from earlier, way earlier in the morning, 5:20 a.m. Here's another 4.4. That was 22 minutes ago. That was 24 minutes ago. And when was that? 2 hours and 14 minutes ago for that 4.5. And then I believe these were yesterday's, or early early 16:31 in the afternoon, or 4:31 if you want, and 2:17 p.m. For that one. And of course that is their time there in the Philippines, and that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. Krakatoa has been taken off of being orange. Okay, which Philippine island? Okay, I'd code yellow. You're talking about this one down here, Canton. The other ones I don't think are in the Philippines. But anyway, Krakatoa has been taken from orange back to a yellow, which is okay. That's Merapi, of course, and Semeru there. And when we get into some of the other ones, you got, what is it, Sangang, if I said it right. And then we got Leotolak, which is still going. And yeah, I don't know if there's any other ones here that have changed. Ibu and Dokona or Dokono, they're still the same. So I'm not seeing which one had changed in the Philippines. I don't see it on the map. Think it's new. Okay, if it's new, that could be it. Leo Carlson says, laters everyone, off to work I go. Thanks for the great stream, Doc. Appreciate you and all the mods, as well as everyone here. Oink, oink. Leo, take care. Thank you for being here, and have a safe day at work. And hopefully we'll see you on tomorrow's stream. Take care, my friend, and good night to you. And let's see. All right, so that kind of gives us a pretty good idea of what's going on there. And just wanted to move across a little bit and zoom in a little more into towards Europe. We do see all these other earthquakes up there. I'm not going to worry about them. We did see 10 hours ago 4.0 in Egypt, a little odd. And of course you still have your DR Congo. There's the two there. One is active, the other one is in an orange state. And then this, of course, here, this old Doineo or Duneo, whatever it is called. That is the one that has that very cold lava, black lava coming out of it. Pretty cool. And if you want to call 600 degrees Celsius cool. And of course, Taal right there in Ethiopia, the big gas pit. And of course, Campi here in Italy, it's quiet. And of course, we got Etna is in an orange state. Volcano is yellow, and Stromboli, of course, is red because it continues to erupt. And that is about it. I see this earthquake out here close to the Azores, and 4.5, so that shouldn't be too bad for them. I don't think that's an issue. That kind of gives us our stuff for today as far as going around the world looking at earthquakes. There may be some new ones popping up, and there may be the occasional new earthquake. So this one here was the 5.2 in the Philippines, and we've seen that. You know, these are aftershocks. This is a 5.1 because they had those big ones there just recently, the 6.7 and 6.4 in those areas respectively. So pretty cool to see. If we zoom in on the North American coast a little bit, we see our usual little stuff, so I'm not going to go over that. Things have calmed down a little bit more here in Central America. Our Puerto Rican hotspot is still active, of course. It continues to do that, and that's kind of it for earthquakes around the planet according to this map. We don't always rely on USGS's map though, because we do have things that can go awry. Like they can miss a few, and certain places they don't cover very well at all, or there's no collab between certain countries. So when it gets into those things. Anyway, we don't have a huge list here of earthquakes, and a matter of fact, if we're looking at La Palma by itself, we're in the Canary Islands, by the way, and La Palma here, not having a heck of a lot of earthquakes. The highest we had was a 2, and that was at let's see, 9 kilometers down. So most of these are 7 to about 9 kilometers down. There's a few 5 and 6. The ones that are 1s and 3s, that's, I think, compression from what's going on there, like that one there. You can actually see it below this. If we zoom in a little bit more here, there you can see it. All right, so that's this guy here, and then you have some of these other ones 1 kilometer down. That's right underneath the lava flows. Okay, so it doesn't surprise me that that is what it's doing at that level. This guy here is not, oh, it's 5 kilometers down for that one. This new one, I don't know, it's saying it's 3 kilometers down, a 1 right there, and it's close to El Paso. Well, El Paso is over there, but we will look at this one again, and yeah, so it's saying that that is also El Paso, but what's the distance? Doesn't say. Okay, anyway, it's being quiet. We're not going to worry about La Palma for a little while. Very quiet at that. For those who want to use the other map, we have the ESEQ as a shortcut, and that is for this particular one. This is from EMSC, if you like, want to call them that, and they do have a pretty good map. You guys can definitely go download that one, and it's worthy having it. It does show all the earthquakes around the world, and it's pretty good at doing that. Different colors mean different depths, so slightly different than some of the other maps, but that's what you see. And we see a 5 there. Let's see. We got a bunch of rings there. So yeah, that's that swarm that we see. And they're reporting a whole bunch more there than what our USGS or the other guys are reporting. So yeah, that's a few more than what we've seen before. So there is actually a pretty good swarm. Good night, Cananascus country, and my supper is ready. Okay, email me some. Check in tomorrow. Take care. And we'll zoom back out a little bit, just so we can see what's going on. And then again, over here, you still see a little bit of activity where that other one is. And that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on there. Let's go over and take a quick look at our weather. And we did have that on there. While that's still sitting there, I am going to turn it back onto satellite map so you can see where the cloud is moving in. And of course, hang on, let's get it to current time, because I think I may be off a little ways here with my time. And all right, that is showing 1900. There we go. And satellite view, and there is where the cloud material is coming into Spain, carrying the Kalima winds and sand into Spain, making it look so horrible for them. So hopefully the good people of Spain aren't getting too much water in along with that sand, although the fact that it's raining is probably helping keeping the air clean. But it is not going to do any good if you've got clothes hanging on the washing line, or your cars and everything else are going to be covered in basically mud or sand. You know, it'll be that reddish sand that you see there. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Anyway, I'm going to pop it back onto temperatures. And this is current time, so we can see what's going on. Fairly warm in those places. Germany is a little bit cooler, but still a lot warmer than what it was a couple of weeks ago. Iceland, they are getting some cold Arctic air again, and in colder temperatures, probably going to get a little bit more snow. Looking down here, La Palma is getting that nice circulation there, staying warm. Don't think there's too many problems there. And if we go across, we can see Texas is warming up a little bit. Arizona, of course, and Southern California definitely warm. We do see some of the Pacific air trying to push all the way into Alberta, keeping that cold stuff out of there. We don't want that cold stuff in there. And again, equatorial regions, you see everything is pretty hot. Hawaii, as an example, you can see that it is in a very warm flow. And Honolulu right now should have about 27, 28 degrees. Yeah, somewhere thereabouts. And then Maui should be good and warm too, with some nice temperatures. A little cooler on the Big Island. And let us go back to this, zoom out a little. We see Australia is heating up a whole bunch. And, oh, they named it. It's Billy now. It wasn't it something else yesterday? They've renamed the storm. Billy. Okay, Billy is going to end up, I bet you Billy is going to do damage to Madagascar in about a week. Okay, so that kind of gives us a pretty good rundown of what we've got weather-wise. I'm going to pop it back onto precipitation just for a quick second so we can see where some of those storms are. And North America, not too bad. West coast of Canada, not looking very happy. That's okay though. We see down here in Florida and Georgia, they're getting some stuff down there as far as the states are concerned. Here's the cloud makers for all our stuff down in Central America. And of course, you can continue to see some rainforest activity in Brazil, continuing to rain there, and little less stuff happening in Germany. Still a little cold and rain down in some places. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad for them. And as far as Piggy is concerned, Piggy shouldn't be getting that much more cold stuff coming in onto her place there, so hopefully they won't get any more snow. And oh yeah, there's a column of cold. That would be nasty. Go away, clouds. That's right over top of Piggy's house. All right. We will put it back onto precipitation and just keep going here for a second. And we see a lot of it there. So, yeah, I think we're okay. Some storms happening. Northern Japan's getting something. And, of course, off the coast of the Aleutian Islands here and Alaska. So, and this stuff here, of course. Making a mess. And clicking on temperature again. The northern hemisphere is starting to look a lot warmer. We're seeing minus 33, minus 34 is the highest we see there, minus 36 in minus 37 in Russia. Okay, so not bad. If you want cold, there you go, minus 63. Yeah, minus 63, 64 down there in South America, or sorry, Antarctica. So if you want to freeze, you can go down there and minus 63 degrees, minus 64 degrees Celsius. So don't complain about the little bit of cold you got, right? On that friendly note, let us see if we can find anything else here as we end our show. Again, Fuego in the clouds, Popocatepetl in the clouds, and let's see what we got happening here. And this should be Merapi, partially in the clouds, and go around a little bit more. Semeru in the clouds. We're not batting 100 here, are we? And let's take a look at we'll leave it on Stromboli, I guess, for our ending scene for today. And that, I think, is going to be our end for today. Thank you, everyone, for being here in the stream. We do appreciate each and every one of you, and glad that you're all here. A big thank you to my super chatters. You guys are awesome. Kevin Haynes, $5. Sharon Stewart, a $20 super chat. Irish Monk, an €8 super chat. Thank you kindly, you guys. I really do appreciate the support. Also, to all of my members in here, the green people, thank you, each and every one of you, for helping out and supporting the channel as well. And big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and Paulzilla. Even though Paulzilla wasn't here, we'll thank them anyway. They are wonderful people, so thank you, moderators. You guys did an awesome job again. And be good. Take care, everyone. It's time for me to wrap it up. And good night, all. And please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone. Thank you, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Oink, oink.